What up, you filthy animals? It's Bodega Cat. Thank you for tuning into another episode of the Last Slice podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can stalk us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and also on our Twitter at the Last Slice podcast with 2 E's.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Oh boy.
What's going on, man?
You alright?
Oh, we're live
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Are we live right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we live. We lit. Great bloopers.
It's a great.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a fresh and new digital episode of the Last Slice podcast. Unfortunately, the boys couldn't all be together this weekend. Trill Boy, whichever box he's going to be in right now, my man is over there in COVID land, in the land of Florida.
The land of Florida.
Yeah, this dude over here is sleeping it up with the Delta and just freaking slumming it over there with hoes and honey badgers.
It's all good. It's all good. I got the antibodies, you know.
Yeah.
The antibodies.
Jimbo the Kid, as always, Mr. Hard Worker, doesn't have time for his friends and, always plans stuff without us.
Yeah, okay. This guy.
And of course, myself, Mr. Wonderful, Mr. AKA Sick Boy, right?
You're the Delta man yourself.
I'm the
Delta
man.
Airlines over there.
Yeah, I just fought a little bit of a kind of like a bronchitis-y thing going on.
What you have? You have bronchitis and strep?
Sure, we'll go with that. My
Whatever you
COVID
call
results,
it, you know.
my COVID results were negative, so
How many times you had it? 2 times?
I think
You
I
did
had
the
COVID
test?
twice already. Yeah. So
No, but you got tested twice though, right? In the past week and a half?
well, in the past week, I got tested twice. Soon about to be tested every single week at work.
I thought you were gonna get the shot.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that one.
Talking about that, all this crazy stuff going on up there in New York. What's going on?
Jimbo,
Yo.
you're locked up, my friend.
Nah, no way.
He's locked up?
Starting September 13th, you will be locked up.
Not happening. Not if I have something to say about it.
Wait, so is that what's going on? They're locking up the city September 13th, or is it the mask thing?
No, September 13th, you can't walk into a restaurant, a sporting event, or an event in New York City without having a COVID pass on your phone.
Oh, so you need the digital pass now.
Yep.
What about the piece of paper? That don't work?
Nope, fuck the piece of paper, fuck the digital. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Oh, God.
Not happening.
Mm-mm. They're doing a protest, too, I just found out.
Yep. Monday,
Yes, they are
August.
doing August 9th at New York City Hall.
Yep.
They're going to City Hall with a protest.
Yep.
Yeah, you know how many people are going to get sick going to that one?
What, to that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Think
of
about
course.
it. Who's going to that city hall right now? Unvaccinated people.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have all these unvaccinated people marching up to City Hall, unvaccinated, all together in one space. I don't know about y'all, but it's the easiest way to get the Delta through.
The Delta through.
The Delta.
Isn't there another strain out there, too?
Wait, let me ask you a question. Isn't vaccinated people getting sick though too?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so what's the point if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated?
The symptoms are less.
But okay, no, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. It's not how this works.
If,
Yeah,
if you get the flu shot,
if
you can still
vaccinated
get the flu.
if vaccinated people still testing positive.
Yep.
Okay.
And they're still spreading it.
So
Yep.
remember in the beginning where they said, all right, if you're vaccinated, everybody needs to reach herd immunity. You get vaccinated, then you can not wear a mask anymore. Was that not what the CDC
Yep.
said?
That is
Yep.
correct.
So
That's
now is the
that's what they said.
rules changed to now if you're vaccinated, even if you're vaccinated, now you still have to wear a mask indoors.
Yep.
So that makes sense to everybody here.
Apparently, we're going back to Nazi Germany. Show me your papers.
I don't know what's going on here. And then they're talking about supposedly there's a lot of articles coming out that they're trying to do another shutdown, but
Yeah.
this is wild. And if everything shuts down again, I swear to God, I'm quitting my job because all those essential employees or like
Yeah,
the
if you real,
frontline workers got shafted, and I'm not
we
doing
didn't
it
get
again.
hazard pay. No hazard pay.
I'm not doing it again.
No, if we shut down again, I'm becoming unemployed.
If we shut down and they're still doing those unemployment benefits, I'm gonna just be like, listen, I hit my knee somewhere. I'll fake an accident. I really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that for another time.
I'm just gonna destroy property by accident. Like, listen, I dropped the machine. Sorry.
It's getting tiring at this point as to what's going on in this country and how a lot of things are happening, and it's like the hardworking citizens are just getting shafted day in day out. It's tiring, bro. It's tiring. I gotta be up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. I've been doing that for the entire pandemic. And
Let me.
you don't
Let,
even get like a thank you. You don't even get, oh, thank you for coming. Like, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
and let me
That,
guess.
and
The
then you
short
got
staff.
all the short staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody wants to
that
work.
too, yeah.
Nobody wants to work. Who's gonna go to a job getting paid less money when you're making more money on unemployment?
No point.
It's true. It's true.
Why would you take a job that's paying you nothing and you're basically on unemployment just stealing money? Not stealing, because the government's handing it to you for free. But I'm saying like you're racking up a
And
good
a
amount of money.
and a bonus. And a bonus. Don't forget. It's
And a
unemployment
bonus.
plus a bonus.
And
It's
now,
unemployment plus 300.
and now they're trying to argue
Oh,
about
that.
the what was it? The eviction started happening recently, a couple days
Oh,
ago.
yeah. So they're trying to do something with eviction in the high COVID areas or whatever, or something like that. I saw.
They're
Yeah.
evicting people from their homes.
The eviction
Well,
like notices.
yeah. So areas that have like the high COVID rates or whatever, people who have like eviction notices coming up or whatever like that, the government trying to step in and try to help them out with that.
Yeah, how can you evict people if people are unemployed? On top
Crazy.
of that, getting a job nowadays.
People
Yeah,
are
it's
saying
retarded right now.
people are saying there's jobs.
Nope.
But
No.
there are jobs, but the jobs that are available are not even like
They're
good
paying the
paying
same amount as
jobs.
unemployment. They're paying
You
the
know
same thing
who's
as
supplying
unemployment.
those jobs? You know who's supplying those jobs? The
Who?
big corporate people.
Oh yeah.
The
They're like, oh,
1%.
you need money? Come on, come work for that unemployment.
Come work for Amazon. Come work for Walmart. I'm telling you.
None of it makes
McDonald's.
sense.
Crazy, bro. McDonald's, all that too. Crazy.
Y'all, so did y'all hear about Spirit Airlines and American?
What?
Over 400 employees quit,
They did?
It's not
causing like 30 flights to get delayed or something like that.
good. Good. It has to happen. People
Yeah.
are picking.
Thing that happened.
People are picking the happiness over money. I had a talk with someone that is city employee, and he makes decent amount of money. He was complaining about all this the mandates for the vaccination cards to go into restaurants and all these public places, and he was complaining about saying, you know, yeah, like where can I go? I was like, listen, either you're gonna deal with it or you're gonna have to move somewhere and go somewhere, somewhere like down south where you don't have to go through all this. And he was like, yeah, but find me an area or find me a job or a place where I'm like in the I'm basically about to make 120 to $140,000 a year, which is great money for his job and his age. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right. Granted, New York, you make a lot of money, right? But cost of living's higher. So where can you
Right.
go in this country? Okay, valid point. But here's the thing. This is how they get you. This is how they wheel you in. Is they know that you're getting paid great money. So they're going to say it's either we're going to take away your liberties or you're going to have to leave your job and not have money. Right? So you're gonna take the money in the salary because obviously you need it for survival at this point, right?
Mhm.
But they're gonna get away with taking your civil liberties, right? So
Yep.
I told him, if that's the case, then you can't complain. You cannot complain. And we got into
Right.
argument. You can't complain. You can't complain because you're choosing money over your liberties. So they'll constantly keep going and going and they keep stretching the field goal. They keep going, wanting more and more and more because now the city employees also have to be vaccinated and they have to get tested at least once a week or something like that before going into work. It's a whole shit show. It's a whole shit show.
So just to tack on to that, right? Because they also mandated federal employees and military to go through these testing weekly. Who's providing these tests? Where are we getting these tests? How are you gonna get it on the weekly, daily before you got to go to work?
Pick me, pick me, pick me,
That's
pick me, pick me. So the city says that all their employees needs to be tested, right?
Correct.
Who's going to provide the testing? So you're meaning to tell me there's going to be buses outside the work site for them to get tested? Okay, cool.
Right.
That's coming from me. That's coming from the taxpayers
Mr. Taxpayer
Oh yeah,
himself.
that's true.
to provide for those services. Okay,
Yeah.
because that's
Mhm.
how it works, right?
That's what I was wondering. Like, how are you going to get these testing sites to these job sites? And you're right.
We should not be dealing with this whatsoever. I feel that someone's medical history is private and it should always remain private. I don't care
Yeah.
what side you lean, left, right, doesn't matter. It's your medical history is your medical history. Now, I will be getting the first shot tomorrow. I got an appointment tomorrow. I have to go. Um, it's not by
He's
choice.
strong.
It's not by choice,
He's strong.
but I'm doing it for other reasons. But if it was up to my decision, I would not take the vaccine. Now, with that said, I will, even because I'm vaccinated, I will always respect the person's right for not being vaccinated. It's their right. It's their choice.
It's funny because it's like abortion. My choice, my body.
True.
And the government
Wow.
comes in and they want to tell you, hey, listen.
So we can respect that when it comes to creating a child, but we can't respect that when it comes to getting a vaccine that's
I'm not saying that the vaccine's safe or not safe. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not arguing with that. I know
Yeah.
that there's some cases that there's just certain situations where people gotten sick and whatever the case, they got blood clot. I know Johnson and Johnson wasn't a good dose, but
Yeah.
bro, like why are we forcing people to do things? Is it for the greater good of humanity? Is it greater good for everyone's health? Everyone's different. Like you can't force people to do this type of stuff. It's just you're forcing people to do things and getting away with it. That's the crazy part, is that people are okay. Like I said, with my buddy who's working in the city, like you're
Mhm.
complaining, you're complaining, you're always complaining about the decisions that they're making, but yet because you're making decent amount of money, you're gonna be like, well, it is what it is. Don't complain. Don't
Right.
complain when this is happening,
Right.
because
Yeah.
you're letting them do this instead of getting together and like doing a lawsuit through your union or protesting, or because now like this protest that's happening on Monday. I tell you right now, bro, there's a lot of people in New York City that's been quiet for a very long time,
Yeah.
especially with the riots, the protesting, De Blasio, Cuomo. They just like lied to everybody, and you
Mhm.
know, it's the small guys' turn to actually come show up and really start, putting some pressure onto these people because they live in an alternate universe,
Apparently
and they're
Cuomo.
ruining
Apparently
the
Cuomo
city.
apologized today.
Oh,
That guy,
Cuomo got into some deep stuff today.
that guy's a joke. He's always been a joke. I've always been critical of him on this
And we're
on the
still
show.
allowing this man.
Yeah, and he won't leave. And I think Biden called him to tell him to resign. Isn't that funny? The guy who touches little girls called him about sexual assault on women.
Resigning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Resign.
Now
And
Cuomo
then
should do him
didn't
the
he?
favor and call him and be like, you should resign for being a creep and also not knowing what you're saying half the time.
Yeah.
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 And also too, didn't this guy say that he would have been like a good fit for a president or something like that?
Who, Cuomo?
Yeah. Didn't Biden say that about him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all flip flop, bro. They all go with the
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
wind.
yeah.
It's the establishment. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Crazy, bro.
These two people, Cuomo and De Blasio, are single-handedly
Mhm.
ruining the state.
Oh
They're
yeah.
ruining the city and they're ruining the
Oh yeah.
state. And all these sanctions and all these things that they're doing on these states, people are flocking down to Florida, flocking down to Texas,
Yeah.
from California, from New York, in
Yep.
droves, in
True.
droves. And if they keep,
True.
yeah, true, we might be coming down next week, bro. So we'll pack up the whole studio and we'll just go down there like Andrew Schultz did with Flagrant
Yo,
2.
let me know because I'll just rent out the apartment to someone else. Oh man,
Yeah, I'm so
I don't
on
even
the
know if I'll be
verge.
able to come back
Uh, yeah,
if
well,
that lockdown thing happens. I don't even know if I'll be able to come back.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm a little
You might
scared about that.
you might be stuck in Florida, my friend. You better get your que
It's
lo que hay
crazy.
poppies ready.
Yep.
Que lo que hay.
yeah, you better start like applying to different jobs and shit, and fucking
Hell yeah.
figure
So
something
I'm
out.
gonna go move down to Miami. Fuck it.
Trill, since you're in the land of anti-COVID, how's it been?
You mean the land of the free?
The land of the free. The land of the free.
No, I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very different. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Yeah.
not like how it is back up at home and whatnot. Pretty much, there's no one hackling you about like wearing masks or anything like that. It's your choice if you want to go into a spot with a mask. But pretty much, it's just like people just living their daily lives, like day to day and shit. And it's like literally like it feels like COVID's like non-existent. And it feels like you have a little bit more freedom and whatnot down here and stuff. You don't have to worry about people hounding you left and right. And I don't know, it's just crazy down here. It just feels normal. I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. I don't know. You guys should book your flights. Come down next week.
Let's go. I'm down.
Come down.
Jimbo,
Yeah,
you
but
down to go to Florida?
Nah, I'd rather go to Orchard Beach.
Orchard Beach.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. Oh
How,
no,
how these girls down there during COVID? They're single and ready to mingle?
bro. You don't even have to lift a finger. That's how crazy it is.
What?
That's what I'm telling you. Don't even need to really lift a finger or anything like that.
What?
Bro, they smelled the smell of New York off of you. I'm telling
Really?
you. Yes. Everywhere I've gone to so far, it's crazy.
Really?
It's nuts. It's nuts.
They're just
I'm
like,
telling you.
it
Come
stinks. You got a nice little
come
man
down.
pussy on you there, don't you? Is that what happens, Joe?
Yeah, bro, it's mad wild. It's a different. You're dealing with a whole different like I don't even know. Like it's a whole different breed down there. It's crazy.
Joe walks up in there like, baby, welcome to the party.
Yo, like the episodes of the Nelk Boys, bro. Now I know why they had to do an emergency trip down to Miami for this dude,
Because it's insane down there.
bruh. I'm telling you,
Wow.
man. The other night, like I passed by this one Latin spot where they have the salsa and all that and reggaeton upstairs, bro. You would have been flourishing up there.
Would have been in
You would have
love.
been living. You would have been living your best life.
Damn.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Wait, is Florida the new place to be a king?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
And I haven't even gone down to Miami yet. I'm going down to Miami at the end of the week.
Jimbo, you heard that? We could live like kings in Florida.
I already
Yo,
live like a king.
book
I'm
your
good.
place.
I am a king, son.
He's the king of the Bronx.
I'm a king.
Oh man.
No simp energy over here.
Oh man. That's so bad.
No, you don't even need to do any of that. It's crazy. I'm telling you. Whole different world.
I'll be there next weekend.
Just come down Thursday. That's why I'm going down to Miami. Crazy. Hit up cousin Eddie. We'll have a good time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Bro, I
So
feel like I've been eating so much fish down here. It's retarded.
what kind of fish?
Salmon.
This dude. What motherfucker goes to Florida and says, I'ma eat salmon?
Salmon.
Nigga! You gotta be exotic. Some mahi mahi, some swordtail.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to eat sushi. What is it? Thursday? Friday?
This
I'm going
dude.
to try that out.
This dude.
This dude.
Have y'all been following the Olympics this week and seeing all the crazy
No.
news?
Yeah.
So
Wow, what's going on?
the one thing that caught my attention, I believe she is German. Very attractive woman. She's like a German Olympic runner, I believe.
Is that the one that banged out someone in the Olympic Village?
So I don't know if she actually did it, but what what I was reading was, and they showed a picture of her. She's like the most gorgeous woman from the Olympics, right? For
Mhm.
track, and gorgeous, gorgeous one. I'm reading the article, and they're saying how her and her team got disqualified because apparently they had sex with the African team. Didn't say what team, just the African team.
Oh, it's a real life Splacked episode.
Oh
It's the new
my
episode.
god!
It's the Olympic Black.
The new episode. Yep, the new episode.
Oh
Oh my
my
god.
god!
So they said that they didn't name which team it was.
No, it was disqualified Nigerian athletes.
Damn.
Whoa,
Yeah,
she is gorgeous.
right. You see her.
I gotta look this up now.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
How do they do that on cardboard beds?
bro. I don't even know.
What should I look up? A German
There
Olympic
she
team?
is.
Whoa.
There she is. Is she German or
Yeah, she's German.
Nah, that's
is she Dutch?
Germany.
I don't know. Germany. Right. So
wait.
I was right.
Oh, the gymnastics team?
Track, maybe?
No, she's she's a track runner. She's a runner. She's a track
Okay.
star. She's 4x400 meter relay. Um, Jesus.
What's her name? Alicia Schmidt. Is that her?
No way,
Yeah.
bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. So Alicia Schmidt of Germany. Apparently, oh my God, she's a fucking bombshell. She's 21 years
Holy
old,
smokes.
right? And apparently she got banned from competing. Now, I'm not sure if she actually engaged in the sexual acts, but they said her team engaged in sexual acts with the Nigerian players of whatever team, and now she's banned from certain events.
No.
Why is it so bad that we can't let Olympic runners and track stars have sex with people? They just want to get a little edge off. Michael,
Yeah, that's
This
it.
guy, this is the same guy who said that all the people who are going to be gathering together is going to get sick, right?
yeah.
So people could have, so Olympic athletes could just have sex and get each other sick, and people can't protest.
If Michael Phelps could smoke weed, this chick could get her nut off.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I said it.
I agree with
I
that.
said it.
I agree with
I
that.
said it.
I agree with that.
It's
100%.
not fair.
I agree with that.
That's not fair.
I agree with that. I can't.
If
Hey,
you
listen.
could let, if he could get away with smoking weed, this girl should be able to get her nut off. She just wants a little booty.
I agree with that, but also there is
That's it.
COVID going around, and that's superior.
No, COVID doesn't exist in Tokyo.
It's superior.
It doesn't exist. Tokyo used robots to get rid of COVID.
Yeah, but they're all in the same spot, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in the campus.
They're
like
all
the-
living in the Olympic Village.
Yeah, so
So it's not like they're doing it with some rando in Tokyo. You know?
I mean, it is a rando from Nigeria.
It's a fuck fest.
but that's in the Olympics.
I already told you it's fuck village, bro. They all have
But
sex with
he's
each other.
in the Olympics,
Yo,
so it's okay.
but like, they couldn't film.
with a
Like Black is probably gonna hire her if she doesn't. She's not allowed to race ever again. She should definitely like.
She's gonna get hired by Black.
Yeah, she should replay that role. Just do it for the cameras. I'll reach out to
Oh
her.
my god, yo! Imagine they do that. They do like a scenario.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
It's gonna happen. It's
I'll be
gonna
here
happen.
I'll be free. Dude, I'll be here with popcorn.
You're gonna be the producer.
Yeah, I wish, bro. I'll have my people contact our people, and then we'll figure this out.
My man will be the producer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, I just feel like this year's Olympics, because of how everything is so political these days, I feel like they're taking way too much of the rest of the world's concerns into just a sport for competition. Like we had that famous track runner from America. I don't want to butcher her name. The African American girl.
The one that cut from the team.
Right. The one who was her family member just died, so she smoked a little bit of weed to take the edge off. They disqualified her.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Phelps smoked weed. Marijuana.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Sha'Carri. There we go.
Yeah.
Marijuana is not a performance-enhancing drug by any means. By any means. Why should have she gotten disqualified? You know what? It's because they're really afraid that an American was going to take it this year. To be honest.
Could be.
To be honest. Because, you know, we always get beat by, like, Nigeria with Usain Bolt and all these other places. They were afraid that she may have really taken it this year for the women's. You know?
And it's crazy, too. Michael Phelps does that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Look at him. They didn't strip his gold medals or anything like that.
It's not fair.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's not fair. I mean, now they're going to penalize this woman because either her or people within her team had a little sex. Like, what are these guys supposed to do? You're keeping them inside a campus. Yeah, you keep them on a campus. It's like summer camp. What happened at summer camp? We all joked around. You fucked a little bit. You fingered a girl a little bit. You know, you two hooked up. Joni met Chachi. And then you guys did the Olympic race at the end of the season. And that's it. And we all went home.
What summer camp
Like-
are you fucking been to, huh?
It's like summer camp from Nickelodeon.
It's like band camp. Remember band camp, American Pie?
Oh,
The food in the
my
butthole.
God.
Yo, shit happens when kids
Band
are at
camp.
camp, man. They get a little frisky. They get a little
What fucking
curious.
camp did you
So
go
let
to
these
though?
people get curious.
I'm curious. What camp was this? So I can send my sons there when they get older.
Salute your shorts.
Salute your shorts. It was camp. Keep your fingers wet.
Camp Anawana.
Camp Anawana. But yeah, it's really upsetting that, like, to me, these are athletes and they just want to have a little fun. If they mess up, right, and they screw up an event the next day, that's on them. They got no one to blame but themselves. But
Yeah.
for this Olympic coalition to come in here and impose all these rules on them and give them cardboard beds so they won't have sex with each other, my man, give me a bed sheet and a hardwood floor. I'll find a way to make sex.
We should give them
That's
that.
like telling a kid. That's like telling a kid, like, no, you can't do that. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to do it.
We should
They're
actually
going to do it.
we should actually give them medals for having sex. Like if one dude like smashed out 3 chicks in one day, you
He gets the
deserve.
gold medal.
You
I'd
did.
say.
Yo, is
Hands down.
You don't even
there a
get
trophy?
you don't even get gold. You get white gold. You get to step up.
There should be a trophy for that.
Yeah.
No, you get platinum. You get platinum for that.
Like, listen, you got a medal for running through some ribbons and some hurdles. You're also gonna get a trophy for running through women.
hmm And if women are piping out dudes, like this chick probably like did the gluck gluck on all that Nigerian team, she deserves
Ooh.
she deserves to be platinum.
Yeah, I hope
She
she
did
has
it for
the
her.
video.
She did it for her country.
She did. Yeah. We're
She
not
did it for
racist.
her
No,
country.
we're not racist no more. We're not racist.
Racism's
No more.
over, guys.
Yeah.
Racism's cured.
She did
Not-
it for her country.
Nazis don't exist.
Man, I was about to
We've
say
been cured.
I was about to
Oh,
say a
God.
joke and I had to stop myself because definitely bannable offense. But I won't make that joke.
Oh my God.
She belongs to the streets now.
All I'm gonna say her ancestors must be proud.
Oh my God. The Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah, I just think it's ridiculous, man. Like, let these people be.
Let them be humans. Let them
Yeah.
do their thing.
There was also some other
Yeah.
controversy. Isn't there a transgender person competing this year?
I think so, right?
Yeah, from New Zealand, the first female to weightlift in the Olympics.
Laurel Hubbard
Yeah,
is the first transgender woman.
and I think he broke records too.
Yeah, I wonder why. This is what we spoke about in the previous episode. You're
Yeah.
letting men, biological men, compete in biological females competitions. Specifically weightlifting.
What do you think's gonna happen?
We're gonna, I don't know, man. I think the whole Olympic coalition needs to change. After this year, this just proves it's a shit show.
Like, is anyone even like watching the Olympics this year? I feel like no one's even watching.
Nobody
Well,
cares.
there's no
bro.
fans.
They're trying to
There's no fans, nothing.
shut
Yeah.
everything down again. They're trying to fucking mandate us to do stupid shit.
Yeah.
So there's enough stress for everybody right now.
Yeah. The only thing I'm mad that I didn't watch is the skateboarding thing because this is the first time they made it an Olympic sport. But that's it.
Yeah, so this is a 43-year-old woman super heavyweight lifter. Lift is 87 kilograms. But she failed after 3 attempted lifts, so she didn't advance. She's the oldest lifter at the games.
And this is
Yeah.
a real female.
Yeah. No, this is the transgendered female. So it's technically a man. Oh, and she used to compete in men's weightlifting competitions before transitioning. This is literally the movie Joanna Man. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Literally the movie Joanna Man, where a person who was prime in their old sport, right? Let's say LeBron, right? LeBron is prime right now in basketball. Let's say LeBron falls off or he can't compete anymore in men's basketball. So LeBron now is going to go put on a wig and some makeup and be like, guess what? I'm going to go compete in women's basketball and now become the women's champ. How are we allowing this?
Gonna go to the WNBA.
How are we allowing this? I don't know.
I respect people's rights to transition. I know it's a hard thing, especially like after watching the show Euphoria. So I can understand, like, trans people go through a tough times mentally and psychologically, and they have body dysphoria, so that's got to be quite a challenge for them. However, I just strongly just disagree with them competing in women's sports when they're born biologically a man. It's not.
The genetic makeup is different.
It doesn't make any sense. Then they go by the T levels, like the testosterone levels. They have to be low enough for them to be able to compete in the women's uh, whatever events that they're trying to go for. But it's wrong. It's wrong. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. Doesn't mean I strongly look at them like, oh, they shouldn't exist. Period. No, that's not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they shouldn't be able to compete.
So when I guess they go through that transition, do they lose the testosterone?
There's a level of testosterone that they have to not have.
Like remove?
Yeah, they base it off of there has to be a small significant number for them to be able to compete.
Gotcha.
But yeah, but even still, it's not right at all. Like, I don't understand why this
No.
is like a thing now. It shouldn't be acceptable. Like, it really shouldn't. If you want to transition, you feel yourself you're a man and you want to be a woman. Hey, listen, I'll respect your right. If you want to be called, she, her, whatever, I'll call you that out of respect. But when it's competing and there's a lot of, my thing, my opinion on this is that there are women that literally struggle their whole entire career to get to the pinnacle of the Olympics. Because a lot of those sports, let's be real, are not like broadcasted like, NFL, football, soccer, hockey.
Mm-hmm.
So all these sports are like huge around the world. Um, but like
Mhm.
some of these sports are not like weightlifting. I mean, you don't really see that on ESPN often. Track and field,
No.
you don't see these things often. So these women are literally like, since they were young in their career, are like grinding day in and day out just to get to that one spot, and then just to be like, oh well, we have this man that transitions to be a woman. He's gonna take your spot, or she's gonna take your spot, and compete on your behalf for the country. I feel some fucking type of way about that. Oh yeah,
No?
those fucking women deserve that spot. They've been women their whole lives. You're taking
Yeah.
that away from them. That's my gripe on that whole situation. That's really that shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't. That's just me.
Shouldn't.
Crazy, man.
Just think about you like really like day in day out grinding to get a spot on the Olympic team to uh you know to play for your country in one of the biggest platforms in the world. Just to get
Mm-hmm.
snubbed. Just to get snubbed like that. That's wrong, man. I feel for those women. I really do.
It ain't right.
Now, if he was if she I forgot what's her name again? Hubbard, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. All right.
Yeah.
Let's okay. If she really wants to compete, right? So let's open another sector. Let's open another league for her to compete with others like her. Then we
Yeah.
can talk. Because now there's something to be said there. They're all men who transition to be a woman, and now you can have another category. You know,
Rent is too damn high.
No.
I really feel for the athletes right now. I really do feel for, especially like the United States athletes. They go into a lot of stress, man. A lot of people are stressed. This country is divided. The secession rate in this
It
country, right?
really is. Bro.
The secession rate in this country is right now at 32%, meaning that people are willing to secede from the government.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty high up there. And you know when was the last time it was the highest? 1860,
Wow.
Civil War. So we really got to start really focusing on what's important in life. Because shit's about to turn
Yep.
fucking real bad.
Oh, it's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna hit the fan, bro. It really is.
It's gonna get ugly. You know.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate, man, because like everybody would look forward to like the Olympics, bro. The Olympics is the fucking shit. Like like yeah, I take pride in my country, man. Like I'm watching my countrymen and women do their thing and beating our adversaries, which is Russia, China, all these countries that fucking despise us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like that one chick who just won today. Um, Forgot what her name was. She won and she had the flag draped around her, and she was so happy she
Mm-hmm.
won gold, man. And she was like the first, I think, African American to win. Oh, it's a wrestling athlete. I forgot what her name is.
Yeah.
And she was
Oh
like
yeah.
happy. She was like, "I love where I live, this and that." And she's an African American. She was saying these things, and I was like, good for you, man. Good for you. This is what we need more.
Is that the one that looked like Tamara Mensa, right? She won the Olympic gold medal for USA. You know who she
Yeah.
looks like? You ever seen the movie
Cool.
Dodgeball?
Oh my god.
Remember the chick with the unibrow?
The one that's with Ben Stiller?
Yeah. She looked
God,
she looked just like that.
Was it her name like
I can't.
Olga or Helga or something like that?
Something like
Olga.
that, yeah.
Yeah, she looked just like
I
that.
remember
Yeah.
that. This dude.
But no, kudos to her. She represented the United States very well. She took very much pride in that win. And you know what? Good for her. That's what we need.
We
You
need
know.
to be. I was listening to and I hate bringing him up because like it's like everybody talks about like his show, but this is like a very important. Which I advise you guys. I'll send you the link, but I really want you guys to listen to the actual whole episode. But Joe Rogan just had a North Korean defector on his show, this female that defected from North Korea, and to show you the different type of governments that are happening right now that are treating people the way they are treating them right now is nothing compared to this fucking country. Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
So each and every day when I was walking today, when I was out for my run, I literally like stopped in my track and I was like, man, I am fucking lucky to live here. Because it is
Yeah.
some sad shit, man. This is not
There's,
sad.
Yeah.
This didn't happen 30,
this is
40 years
nothing.
ago. This didn't happen, 50, 60 years ago. This is happening now, today, in
Right
real
now.
time. People are like living a different world than what we are, and we're very, very blessed to be here in this country.
I tell people all the time, I'm actually friends with a transgender activist that I went to high school with on Instagram. And I had a conversation with him because
We should have him
he's
on the
all
show.
about.
We should invite him
We
on. We'll
should.
talk to him.
We should.
Yeah,
He's very controversial though.
yeah.
But he's all about Black Lives Matter and defund the police and defund the NYPD and whatnot. And I was going through a lot of his content and I was just looking at it. And I was like, you know what? That's a brave young man or woman, whatever he wants to be referred as. That's a brave young woman who's out here. Let me put it this way: a brave young white transgendered woman to be out here and making these statements and talking about Black Lives Matter and all that, I'm like, you're very, very brave, because where I come from, people will look at you twice if you say Black Lives Matter. They just be like, what? And to have a transgendered person out there understanding the injustice of the NYPD and being able to voice his opinion, and he's out here doing these protests and whatnot, kudos to him, you know? And at the end of the day, it's people like him that make me happy to live in the country that I live in, because he can voice his opinion.
Yes.
He has that option.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other place on earth where a transgendered female can come on the internet and can protest their opinion against a race that they don't belong to. No other where in the world can you do that.
Yeah,
And I remind people
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I remind people every day, like, this is America. If you don't like it, you can leave. Go to Cuba. Go to Russia. Go to one of these other communist countries and let me know how you are. And let me know if you can have your social media freedom that you have today here.
That's the thing. A lot of people are too comfortable. They're entitled. They think because
Yep.
they have a college diploma, they think they have this whole. Yes, the country. I always say this: the country is not perfect, nor is
Correct.
any other country perfect. But we have the ability to strive to a better future, and yeah, I believe that there is police brutality. I've seen it personally. I've seen it. Everybody always says, "Oh, like YouTube." Also like a lot of people like they see a YouTube video and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, Black Lives Matters" because it's based off of YouTube, what they're watching on YouTube and stuff like that. But a lot of people, you know, they a lot of these people who like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, a lot of them
Mhm.
really come from sheltered lives. A lot of them, a good portion of them. Not saying majority of them.
Yeah.
Majority of them have great intentions, but let's really look at it for what it is. A lot of them live this sheltered life. They feel guilty,
Mhm.
and they want to. Which is, hey, listen, you want to be an activist? Good for you. Listen. I believe in Black Lives Matter. I can say Black Lives Matter because it does. And God forbid if you say all lives matter, because then you're deemed like a racist, shit like that, which is crazy. Because
Yeah.
I personally love everybody, man. I'm a people person. It's just crazy how like everything's turned. You know, meanings, different words are now look differently. Because if I say all lives matter, people will look at me like, "Oh, you're a racist." Just say Black Lives Matter. But I can say Black Lives Matter. They do. They really do. They really do. White lives matter. How about this? My life matters. Your lives matter. Everybody's lives matter. And it's unfortunate
Yeah.
that like people, police, they do slip up, man, and they have to be held accountable. I do agree with that. I do agree with
Yeah.
that. However, man, we just got to figure this shit out together. But like I said, like for people to step up and be activists like that, man, you can't do that in
Yeah.
other countries, bro. You can't do that in
No.
other
You really
countries,
can.
bro.
You really can.
Can't do it in other countries, bro. If you guys really listen to that episode, I honestly like started tearing up at one part because it's very sad, and like I'm getting emotional thinking about it because it's like really like, dude, like people have it bad, bro. People have it bad other places, man. They really do,
Mhm.
and I feel for them. I really do because it's like, oh man, we're here, look, bro. We're talking about this openly. We're criticizing
Yeah.
the government openly.
Yeah.
People can't do that, man. They can't do that other places.
You can't do that in
They-
other countries.
No.
Trills, muff diving and Spanish puss, and he's having a good time and he's chilling. He's talking, and going state to state, unbothered. Man, fuck,
Mhm.
man. Say what you want to say about this country, bro, but it could be so much
Yeah,
worse.
It really is the greatest country on earth. I don't
it
hands
really
down.
is.
We just
Hands
complain.
down.
We all
Well,
complain a lot. I catch myself complaining all the time, and it's all
Mhm.
about perspective. So you gotta stop. You gotta stop and just literally smell the roses sometimes, and just be like, you know
Mhm.
what? All this other shit is outside noise.
Mhm.
But you got to make sure the government don't slip up either.
Yep.
It's a
Yeah,
fact. We'll hold them
True.
accountable.
I'm gonna buy the bumper. You ever seen the bumper stickers of like the old presidents, like the John Adams, George Washington? It's like
Mm-hmm.
they're gangster quotes, but with the
Oh
Mhm.
presidents
my
on it.
god, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a picture of John Adams. It's like me and my boys would have been stacking bodies by now. I want to get that
Yep.
as a flag and go to this protest.
We would have been stacking bodies by now
Oh,
with the musket.
and
Ugh.
stacking bodies. Oh my god.
Yeah, it,
Crazy, man.
it was crazy
Um,
though too. It's like I've always been like a big history buff, especially with the American Revolution. And what you're seeing right now, it's like scary, bro. Because people are
Yeah.
getting pissed. People are fucking mad, man, right now.
hmm
You know,
Crazy times we're living in.
it really is. But how do you fix it though? You know,
100%.
how do you fix it? It's just like how does what's the future gonna be
See,
like?
I want to say that ever since 9/11, our age generation, we're kind of desensitized to this bullshit. We're just like, oh, the government's fucking us over again, or we'll just be like, we're used to it, right? It's this younger, new generation that doesn't know and hasn't been through the ringer yet. And it's just like, now it's their turn to go through the ringer and understand that, like, this is the country that we live in. You either like it or you don't. You either fight for it or you don't. You either open your mouth or you don't. But at the end of the day, you have that choice. You don't have that
hmm
choice anywhere else in the world. And that's fucking right. God bless America.
Hey, look, remember when people were like, "Oh, if Trump becomes president," and meanwhile, I'm a Trump supporter. I never have. I never voted for the guy. But remember when people were like, "Oh, if Trump gets into office, I'm moving to Canada."
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yep.
I'm leaving.
I
Remember that?
remember that.
Remember that? And do you guys have you been following up on their COVID shit up there? Yo, the
Canada?
Oh, Canada?
the
Yeah.
police
Yeah.
were going into people's houses and removing them for having too much people in their homes.
I
Why?
heard about
Yeah.
that.
Why? Because they don't have a Bill of Rights, which is why the government is allowed to do that. So
Yeah.
think twice about when you say you want to leave and go somewhere else, because it's not perfect either.
Yeah, because the past couple of months up there has been like crazy.
They went
Like
into multiple
they couldn't.
lockdowns. They were locked. They were
Yeah, they
locked
went to
down like
multiple locks.
a month ago, a month and a half ago.
Yeah. They
hmm
just
They couldn't
recently
do
opened their
anything.
border. But now they're gonna close
hmm
it again because of Delta.
Yeah, they can't do anything out there. Like it's crazy. They have like literally like, no rights.
No, whatsoever. I think it's like what, a sovereignty or something like that. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
people are like, oh, we're gonna move to Canada. Like, okay, go to Canada, go to Mexico, go to all these places where you think it's perfect, sunshine and rainbows. Okay, you're gonna be wanting to come back here. There's a reason why we get all these refugees and all these immigrants. There's a reason.
You know
hmm
what's the difference between a DWI in Mexico and a DWI in the United States?
Why?
You know what's the difference?
No.
What?
1,000 pesos.
Yeah.
You can literally pay a cop down in Mexico to get out of a DWI.
hmm
Shows you how the justice system is over there.
Yeah.
No justice.
Uh-huh.
We have a long way to go, but we're gonna get there. We'll get there. We're resilient people.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that we have to
Hopefully things will
come
change.
together because, like, I know, like, Putin and the Prime Minister of China are just literally enjoying every minute of this, every minute of just
Oh
all
yeah.
this chaos. They're just capitalizing off of it, and then they're just like that. I can only imagine like their propaganda. over where they're at, like making us seem to be like, look at these people, they're, look at them, they don't even get along, they don't even believe in their country, all that bullshit that they spew over there, and all their
Yeah.
hackers and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Russians always getting caught hacking, always, always.
Always
Always
left and
Russian.
right.
We catch
Yeah.
them all the time, but I want to know. I want to know what we do to these people, because I think we hit them hard, way worse, in so many different ways. If they're hacking like the political system and all this other stuff, I can only imagine like what we do to them. That we don't hear of, because it's got to be like CIA classified. So hopefully,
Yeah.
eventually in the future, in a couple of years, they get to like release those classified documents of like what we've done to them. So I could just sit there with my popcorn and be like, "Fuck you, Putin."
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Doing some crazy.
So in other news, you guys saw Black Widow, right?
Oh, you talking about the whole lawsuit?
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were trying to pull a fast one on her with that
Or-
whole release on Disney Plus.
So Black Widow got released in the movie theaters. It's about 2 years overdue. And also
Mhm.
Black Widow got released on Disney Plus. And the way it got released on Disney Plus right now is you got to pay $30 right now to watch
Mhm.
it. If you give it about 2-3 months, then it'll be available on Disney Plus. So all you're doing is paying to watch it now instead of later. But yeah, I guess Scarlett didn't get paid enough, or she didn't agree to that of the licensing of the movie, and so she's suing Disney now.
Yeah, because she's not going to be making any money off of the streams,
Right.
and she's mad because like if they would have done only theater, then she would have gotten a bigger cut or a bigger payout out of that. But because Disney wanted to decide to release it on Disney Plus, and something about with her contract with that, she got like gypped out of like money that she could have earned from the movie
Mm.
from that. Supposedly, too, the president of Marvel is furious with Disney as well about that. Kevin Feige.
Mm.
Yeah, so he's not happy with Disney right now.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, it's the mouse fucking things up. So
Yeah. The mouse owns the house.
They were slick.
Mhm.
They knew what they were doing. That there was going to be our final movie, and they
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
they swept the rug right underneath.
Hmm. They were like, yeah, she's not going to be in any of the future movies. This is her last one, last movie on contract. They're like, let's just do it.
Let's just screw her over.
Hmm.
Yep.
I
This
don't
is
know.
like fucked up. This shit is crazy.
I don't know. Y'all ready in the next month or so, new iPhone?
Want a new iPhone?
Yeah, iPhone 13.
Not this kid over here.
Not Jimbo?
Oh man.
Why not?
Bro, my phone lasts me like 4 or 5 years, dog.
And especially you don't
Jesus.
want to go through another debacle with Apple with that whole bullshit.
What happened?
Nah, it was they're being what was the thing? You were trying to do the Apple thing, right?
Oh,
Leasing?
Or whatever.
yeah, I was trying to lease it and to try to get like open up a credit to get a bank to give me a loan. They denied my request for some reason because hold up. Yeah. Sorry about that. That was my roommate. No, they were trying to give me a loan for. I was trying to get a loan to purchase the phone, but they said
Apple Card.
it was no, it was from a bank. It wasn't an Apple
It's
card.
from
It was from it was from a
it's
bank,
from
and they were saying that they weren't approving me because I didn't have a long enough history with a credit company. So I was like, all right, bet. So I just paid cash.
Yeah, that was Citizen One being fucking asshole and shit.
Why did Apple go through them? That's kind of weird.
That's who they go through with the leasing of the phones. The Citizen One.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I gotta go to bed. I got to wake up and live the dream.
Eddie Bice.
I gotta go and. Oh man, I just hate going into work in the mornings, man. I really do. It's annoying. Way
Wait,
too early.
let's go on unemployment. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
It's day by day. Gonna do it like our buddy James did. Very close.
Wait, what did James do?
He said, "Peace. I'm out of here." Sent this 2 weeks
Wait,
in.
he left?
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Wait, James did? When did he do that?
Yep. He sent it. He wrote up the 2 weeks notice, and I think he sent it in today. We were talking about it.
No way.
No way.
Yep.
This is what happens, people. You push a man too far, he gonna quit.
Yep. So yeah. All right. If you want, whoever wants to close out.
Trail?
Huh?
Trail? Close this out.
Ugh. That was episode 30. What are we, 39?
Yeah.
This is episode 39 of the Last Slice podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. You catch us every Tuesday on YouTube and Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, and all those other platforms. So that's us. And we're tuning out right now. So
We'll
catch
be
you guys
back in the
later.
studio soon.
Soon. Yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully I don't get locked out of
Hopefully we don't get
New
locked
Jersey
out.
or whatever. But yeah, that's it, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Later.
Peace.